Welcome back everybody to another episode of Cooking with Chef Spidey. Make sure you subscribe and like and hit the notification bell. Doing these videos daily still. So what we have today is a very light, high in protein, great irons, vegetables, something very healthy for us. And we have some fillets of tilapia. We have some jasmine rice. We have some great broccoli florets with some candied walnuts for a little bit of crunch and sweetness to it. So it's going to be a very easy dinner for us today. We're just going to pan fry the fillets. We're going to cook the jasmine rice first because that takes the longest amount. And then we'll steam the broccoli, throw them in a pan with a little bit of some garlic, some salt and pepper, and then finish them off with some candied walnuts. Then we'll put them all together and we'll plate them. So let's start off first with the rice. Jasmine rice is our family's favorite rice. It's very nutty. It's got this great texture to it, kind of stickier than your regular white rices. So that's what we prefer in our house, and we do jasmine rice a lot. So very simple with the instructions on any and most types of rices is that you do, if you do a cup of rice, you're going to be doing 2 cups of water and then just a little bit of olive oil. So in the case of my family, we do a lot more rice. So we have 2 cups of rice, which means we're going to have 4 cups of water. And then again, just a little bit of olive oil while it's cooking to kind of get it to make sure that it doesn't stick together until it starts cooking. So we'll go over to the pan. You definitely don't want to boil the water first. What you want to do is put the rice into the water while it's cold and bring everything up to temperature at the same time. And then as soon as it gets up to a boiling, we're going to reduce that heat, turn it down to a simmer until all the water's gone. And that's how you know that jasmine rice is done. So we're going to do that. And while we're doing that, we can come back and talk about what we'll do with the broccoli and with the fish. We'll see you in a few. Okay, we have our 4 cups of water, and we're going to add the 2 cups of rice into the water. We're going to turn our water on high. And then we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil. And we'll mix that around, stirring every once in a while. And then once it comes up to a boil, we'll turn it down to a simmer, we'll cover it, and then we'll wait until that water's done. Now that we have the rice cooking, we're going to par cook the broccoli. So what I've done is put about 2 inches of water into a pan with a little bit of salt, and then we're going to just throw our broccoli right into the water. Make sure that it goes in there good. And then we're going to cover this up and bring that up to steam. And then it'll probably only take about 2 to 3 minutes to get our broccoli fork tender. And we'll put those off to the side, keep them warm for the rest of the plate. Okay, so what I've done is after about 2 or 3 minutes, I've kind of watched the broccoli, and in the boiling water, we're just going to take a fork real quick and just kind of go into it. And it should just very easily go through. And this is one of the bigger pieces. So really just want to get it to where it's fork tender. At this point, what we'll do is we'll take this over. Put that back in for a second. Okay. We're going to turn off the heat to that. We're going to bring this over to the sink. And just pour it into there. Get that excess water off of it. Throw it back into this pan. You can bring it back over to the oven, to the stove there. A little bit of olive oil on the top. And we'll just cover this almost all the way. Kind of give a little bit of space for it. And that will be ready for us to go when it's time to plate. Welcome back. Okay, broccoli's nice and hot still. Our rice is done. So we're going to just turn that off. There's just a little bit of liquid left in there. And by the time this is all done, that'll be perfect, nice and sticky rice for us. Okay, keep that covered. And now that's off. So we've got a hot pan here for our tilapia. Go up to about medium heat for it. A little bit of olive oil in the pan. I'm going to take these 2 nice pieces of tilapia fillet, throw them down in there. Making sure that the bottoms have some oil to them. Then we're just going to take a little bit of our Italian pinch, cover the tops of them. We'll salt, pepper, garlic. We're going to let those cook. Because these are such light and small pieces of fish, you don't want to go too long on these. So what we'll do is we'll hit these up with a little bit of lemon now, the tops, and then we're going to flip them when they're about halfway done. You're going to be able to see that when they're halfway done, they're going to have this nice white, almost thick outside crust to them, and that's how we're going to know that it's going to be time to flip them. So this should only take, because of these pieces are so small, about 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to watch them, and when it's time to come back, I'll show you how to flip them, how to be careful, and then we'll talk about plating and getting everything ready for dinner tonight. Okay, it's been about 2.5 to 3 minutes, and what we're seeing here now is this nice brown on the outside, and the clear rawness of the fish is really starting to kind of go away, and you're getting that nice opaqueness on the outside pieces of the fillet. So now we're just going to flip these. Okay, flip them over. Look at that great brown on those, huh? Okay, give those about another 2 minutes or so. What we'll do is put a little bit of pinch on this side. Lift them up with a little bit more lemon juice. Give them a few minutes to cook, and we'll be done. Okay, everything is done. We're going to talk about a little bit of garnish and how to plate, and we'll be ready to eat. So, got some fresh curly parsley here. Just going to coarse chop this parsley up. Okay, that's good. Got 2 slices of lemon, and then I took from the middle, I sliced them down the sides so that we can make a nice effect with it. And I've got some candied caramelized walnuts. I'm just going to chop those up a little bit finer. And these are going to go into our broccoli for a nice crunchy sweet flavor to it. Alright. Okay, first thing is the rice. The rice is going to be kind of our center piece here. Nice spoonful in the middle. Then we have the fresh steamed broccoli. These are really big pieces of florets. So what we'll do is just put a couple on there. There we go. Okay, then we'll come down, we'll put this nice piece of fish fillet there. Look at those crushed walnuts. A nice piece of lemon over the fish. Just a little bit of the fresh parsley going on top there. Sprinkle it all the way through. All right, folks, here we have it. We've got ourselves some nice tilapia, jasmine rice, a little bit of broccoli. Very simple, very fresh, light, great fragrance. Got some lemons going on. I can smell the garlic from my pinch. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing and liking the Chef Spidey Show. Every day we're going to try something new. Please feel free to like and comment. Let me know what you guys want me to cook. I'd be more than happy to cook. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. We get the family involved. Just remember, make sure you wash your hands, you stay home, and you stay safe. Until next time.